Paul, you went shopping yesterday, right? How much did you pay for that shirt?
I don't know. The seller said a number, I gave him money, and I think he charged me too much.
That's the problem. Most English learners are afraid to ask about prices or negotiate, so they just pay whatever the seller says. Today, I'm teaching you exactly what to say when you shop. You'll learn how to ask about prices, compare options, and yes, even bargain like a local.
Oh, I really need this. Last week I paid $50 for this shirt, and my friend said it should be 20.
Ouch. Well, after today's lesson, that will never happen again. Let's start. Intro and channel promotion, 45 seconds to 1 minute 30 seconds.
Paul, I'm ready to learn. I need to save my money.
Hey everyone, welcome to English Together. I'm Olivia, and this is Paul.
Hi everyone. Great to have you here today.
If you're new to our channel, hit that subscribe button right now. We create real conversations to help you speak English naturally and confidently.
And please give this video a thumbs up. It helps us so much, and it helps other learners find this video too.
Yes, and share this with your friends who are learning English. Shopping is something everyone needs to do, so everyone needs these phrases.
Especially if your friends are like me and pay too much for everything.
Exactly. All right, today we're going to make you a confident shopper in English. Ready, Paul?
Let's do it. Olivia, can I tell you something embarrassing? When I go shopping and the seller tells me a price, I just nod and pay. I'm too scared to ask questions.
Oh, Paul, you're not alone. So many students tell us the same thing. They know how to say hello and thank you, but when it comes to prices and bargaining, they freeze.
Yes, and sometimes I don't even understand the price. The seller says it so fast, and I'm too embarrassed to ask again.
I completely understand. Shopping in another language can be stressful. But here's the good news. There are just a few simple phrases you need to know, and you'll feel confident anywhere.
Really? Just a few phrases?
Yes. Today we'll cover 3 important things. First, how to ask about prices clearly and understand the answers. Second, how to talk about whether something is expensive or cheap and compare your options. And third, how to negotiate or bargain politely to get a better price.
Wait, I can bargain in English? I thought only my language had bargaining.
No, bargaining happens everywhere. And by the end of this conversation, you'll know exactly what to say. Let's start with the basics. Okay, Paul, first things first. You see something you like in a store. What's the first question you should ask?
How much money is this?
Close, but we usually say, how much is this? You don't need to say money, just how much is this?
Oh, how much is this? That's simpler.
Exactly. How much is this is the most common and natural way to ask. You can also point at the item and say, how much? That's fine too.
So I can just say how much. That's very easy.
Yes, especially in casual situations like markets or small shops. But there's another way too. What's the price? Or what's the price of this?
What's the price? Okay, so I have options. How much is this? Or what's the price?
Perfect. Now sometimes you're looking at something far away or behind glass. You might want to see it first. You can say, can I see that one? Or can I look at that?
Can I see that one? And then after I look at it, I ask, how much is this?
Exactly. You're getting it. Now here's something important. Sometimes the seller will say the price very quickly. You might hear $23.50 and get confused. What should you do?
Pretend I understand?
No, never pretend. You should say, sorry, can you repeat that? Or can you say that again, please?
Can you say that again, please? That's polite, right?
Very polite. And if you still don't understand, you can say, can you write it down? Most sellers will write the price on paper or show you on a calculator.
Oh, that's smart. Can you write it down? I like that one.
Yes, it's very useful. Now let's practice. Imagine you're in a clothing store and you see a nice jacket. What do you say?
Excuse me, how much is this jacket?
Perfect. Natural and clear. Now I'm the seller. That's $75.
Oh, okay. Wait, what if I didn't hear you clearly?
What would you say?
Sorry, can you repeat that?
Sure, $75.
Ah, okay, thank you.
See? Easy. Now, what if you see several items and you want to know about a specific one? You can say, how much is the blue one? Or what about the red one?
How much is the blue one? So I can use colors or descriptions.
Exactly. How much is the small one? How much is that one in the window? Any description that helps the seller know which item you mean.
This is very helpful. What about asking if something is on sale?
Great question. You can ask, is this on sale? A sale means the price is lower than usual.
Is this on sale? So if they say yes, it means it's cheaper now.
Exactly. You can also ask, do you have any sales today? Or are there any discounts? A discount is when they reduce the price.
Discount. That's like sale.
Yes, very similar. A discount is the amount they take off. Like you get a 20% discount means they reduce the price by 20%.
Okay, so I ask, is this on sale? Or do you have any discounts?
Perfect. Now here's a really useful phrase for clothes shopping. Can I try this on? This means you want to wear it to see if it fits.
Can I try this on? And then I go to a changing room?
Yes, the fitting room or changing room. The seller might say, the fitting room is over there.
And if it doesn't fit, I just say, it doesn't fit?
Yes, or it's too small or it's too big. Then you can ask, do you have this in a larger size or do you have a smaller size?
Do you have this in a larger size? Okay, this is all making sense now.
You're doing great. Let's practice a full conversation. You're shopping for shoes. Ready?
Ready.
Welcome. Can I help you?
Yes, how much are these shoes?
Those are $60.
Can I try them on?
Of course. What size?
Size 10, please.
Perfect, Paul. That was natural. Okay, now you know how to ask about prices. But what if the price is too high? You need to know how to talk about it, right?
Yes, like my $50 shirt that should be $20.
Exactly. So let's learn how to say something is expensive. The most common way is simply, that's expensive, or that's too expensive.
That's expensive. That's too expensive. What's the difference?
That's expensive is just an observation. That's too expensive means it's more than you want to pay. It's too much for you.
Ah, so too expensive means I won't buy it at that price?
Usually, yes. And here's another way. That's a bit expensive, or that's quite expensive. These are more polite ways to say it costs a lot.
That's a bit expensive, so a bit makes it more polite?
Yes, it's softer. Now, the opposite of expensive is cheap. But be careful. Cheap can sometimes sound like the quality is bad.
Really? Cheap is bad?
Sometimes. If you say, this looks cheap, it might mean it looks like poor quality. A better word is affordable or reasonable. These mean the price is fair and you can pay it.
Affordable, reasonable, so I should say that's a reasonable price instead of that's cheap?
Exactly. That's a reasonable price or that's affordable sound much better. You can also say, that's a good price or that's a fair price.
That's a fair price. Okay, I like that one.
Great. Now, what if you're looking at two items and you want to compare them? You can say, which one is cheaper? Or which one costs less?
Which one is cheaper? Which one costs less? These mean the same thing?
Yes, they both ask about the lower price. You can also ask, what's the difference in price? If you want to know exactly how much more one costs.
What's the difference in price? That's useful.
Very useful. Now, here's a phrase many students don't know. Do you have anything cheaper? This is perfect when something is too expensive and you want to see other options.
Do you have anything cheaper? Oh, I need to remember this one.
Yes. Or you can be more specific. Do you have a cheaper jacket? Or is there a less expensive option?
Is there a less expensive option? That sounds very polite.
It is. Now, let me tell you a little story. Last month, I was in a market and I saw a beautiful scarf. The seller said, "This is $40." I said, "Oh, that's a bit expensive. Do you have anything cheaper?" And she showed me a different scarf for $25.
Wow, so just by asking, you found a cheaper option.
Exactly. Many sellers have items at different prices. If you don't ask, you won't know. You can also say, "What's your cheapest option?" Or, "Do you have something under $30?"
Do you have something under $30? So I can say the maximum price I want to pay.
Yes, that's smart shopping. You can say, "I'm looking for something under $50." Or, "Do you have anything for around $20?"
This is very helpful. But what if I want to think about it? I don't want to buy immediately.
Perfect question. You can say, "Let me think about it," or "I'll think about it." This is polite and gives you time.
Let me think about it, and then I can leave and come back later.
Yes, you can also say, "Can I come back later?" or "I want to look around first." These are all polite ways to not buy right away.
What is the seller pushes me to buy? Like, buy now, special price.
Oh, yes, that happens. You can stay polite but firm. Just say, "Thank you, but I need to think about it." Or, "I'll come back if I decide to buy."
Thank you, but I need to think about it. Okay, I'll remember that.
Good. Now let's practice. I'm selling you a camera. This camera is $300. Very good quality.
That's quite expensive. Do you have anything cheaper?
I have this one for $200.
What's the difference between them?
Perfect question. You're learning to be a smart shopper, Paul.
Thank you, I'm trying.
You're doing amazing. Now let's talk about the most important skill, bargaining. All right, Paul, now we get to the exciting part, bargaining. This is when you negotiate with the seller to get a lower price.
I'm nervous about this one. In my country, we bargain all the time, but I don't know how to do it in English.
Don't worry. First, let me tell you something important. Bargaining is common in markets, street vendors, and some small shops. But in big stores with price tags, you usually can't bargain.
Oh, so I can't bargain everywhere?
Right. In supermarkets or chain stores, the prices are fixed. But in markets, tourist areas, or small independent shops, bargaining is often expected.
Expected, so they want me to bargain.
Many times, yes. Sellers often start with a higher price because they expect customers to negotiate. It's part of the shopping culture in many places.
Okay, so how do I start? What do I say?
The most common phrase is, "Can you give me a discount?" or "Is there any discount?" This is polite and direct.
Can you give me a discount? That's simple.
Yes, you can also say, "Can you lower the price?" or "Can you do better than that?" These all mean you want a cheaper price.
Can you do better than that? That's interesting. It sounds like a challenge.
It is a little, but it's polite and common. Another great phrase is, "What's your best price?" This asks the seller to give you their lowest price.
What's your best price? Ooh, I really like that one.
It's very useful. Now, here's a strategy. Sometimes you can make an offer. You say, "I'll give you $20," or "How about $30?"
I can say my own price? That's allowed?
In bargaining situations, yes. If something is $50, you can say, "How about 30?" and see what they say. They might say yes, or they might say, "I can do 40."
And then we meet in the middle?
Exactly. That's called meeting in the middle. If they say 50 and you say 30, you might agree on 40. That's negotiation.
This is like a game.
It is. But remember to stay polite and friendly, smile, be nice, and don't get aggressive. Here's a good phrase. "I'll take it if you can do $30."
I'll take it if you can do $30. So I'm making a deal.
Yes, you're saying, I will buy it, but only at this price. This often works because the seller knows you're serious about buying.
That's smart. What if they say no?
Then you have choices. You can say, okay, thank you anyway, and walk away. Sometimes when you walk away, they'll call you back with a better price.
Really? Walking away works?
Often, yes, but only walk away if you're actually willing to not buy it. Don't pretend. You can also say, let me think about it and look at other shops. Then come back and try again.
This is strategy. I didn't know shopping could be so complex.
It's not complex, just smart. Here's another tip. If you're buying multiple items, you can ask, if I buy 2, can you give me a better price? Or what if I buy 3?
Oh, buying more gives me bargaining power.
Exactly. Sellers love when you buy more. You can say, I'll take 3 if you can give me a discount.
I'll take 3 if you can give me a discount. Okay?
Now, here's something about culture. In countries like the US or UK, bargaining isn't common in most shops. People might feel uncomfortable if you try to bargain in a regular store. But in tourist markets or with street vendors, it's okay.
So I need to read the situation.
Yes. If you see price tags and it's a formal store, probably don't bargain. If it's a market or you're in a country where bargaining is normal, go for it.
This is good to know. What if I'm shy or scared to bargain?
I understand many learners feel this way. Here's my advice. Start small. Try bargaining for something cheap first, like a souvenir that costs $5. Just say, can you do 4? It's low pressure and it's good practice.
Start small. That makes sense. The worst thing that can happen is they say no, right?
Exactly. They say no, and you either pay the original price or you walk away. No big problem. And you know what? Most of the time, people are nice. They appreciate that you're trying to speak English.
That's encouraging. Okay, can we practice? I want to try a full bargaining conversation.
Perfect. Let's do it. You're in a market and you want to buy a bag. I'm the seller. Hello, this bag is very nice quality, only $60.
That's a bit expensive. What's your best price?
For you, $55. Special price.
How about $40?
40? Oh no, that's too low. This is real leather. I can do 50.
I'll take it if you can do 45.
Okay. 45 is good. You drive a hard bargain.
Yes, I did it. I got it from 60 to 45.
You did amazing. That was perfect bargaining. You were polite, you made an offer, and you closed the deal. See, you can do this.
I feel so much more confident now.
And you should. Everyone watching, you can do this too. It's just practice. The first time feels scary, but then it gets easier and easier. And the money you save makes it worth it. All right, everyone, let's recap everything we learned today. This was a big lesson. Paul, what was the first thing we covered?
We learned how to ask about prices. We can say, how much is this, or what's the price? And if we don't understand, we say, can you repeat that, or can you write it down?
Perfect. And what about when you're shopping for clothes?
Oh, yes, can I try this on? And do you have this in a larger size? And we ask, is this on sale, to find out if there's a discount.
Excellent. What was the second section about?
We learned how to talk about prices. Instead of saying cheap, we should say affordable or reasonable. And we can say, that's too expensive, or that's a bit expensive.
Yes. And what if you want to see other options?
We ask, do you have anything cheaper, or is there a less expensive option? We can also say, do you have something under $30?
Exactly. And what about thinking time?
We say, let me think about it, or I'll think about it. We don't have to buy immediately.
Perfect. Now, what was the third big lesson?
Bargaining. We learn to say, can you give me a discount, or what's your best price? We can make offers like, how about $30?
And what's that great phrase for closing the deal?
I'll take it if you can do $40. This shows we're serious about buying.
Excellent memory. And remember, everyone, at the start of this video, Paul was paying $50 for a $20 shirt. But now he knows how to ask questions, compare prices, and bargain.
I'll never overpay again.
And everyone watching, you won't either. But remember, this takes practice. Be patient with yourself. Start with simple phrases and build your confidence.
Yes, and don't be afraid to make mistakes. I made mistakes in this video, and that's okay.
Mistakes are how we learn. Every shopping trip is practice. Even if you feel nervous, try one phrase. The next time, try 2 phrases. You'll get better every time. All right, everyone, we have homework for you. Are you ready?
In the comments below, tell us what's the last thing you bought and how much did you pay? But here's the challenge. Write it in English.
Yes. Write something like, I bought a coffee for $3 or I bought shoes for $50. We want to see you practice talking about prices.
And tell us, did you bargain? Did you get a discount? We want to hear your shopping stories.
Also, tell us in the comments, what other shopping phrases do you want to learn? Returning items, asking about warranties, different types of shops.
We read every single comment, and your suggestions help us make better videos for you.
If you haven't subscribed yet, subscribe to English Together right now. We make videos like this every week to help you speak English in real-life situations.
And smash that like button if this video helped you. It tells YouTube to show this video to more learners.
Yes, and share this with your friends who are learning English, especially if they love shopping. Everyone needs to know how to talk about prices.
Next week, we're going to teach you how to order food in a restaurant without feeling confused or nervous. That's such an important one.
It's going to be so helpful. You don't want to miss it.
Thank you so much for watching today, everyone. We're so glad you spent this time with us.
Yes, we love our English Together community. Keep practicing, keep learning, and remember, you're getting better every day.
Now go shopping and use these phrases. Then come back and tell us what happened.
Yes, we want to hear all about it. All right, everyone. See you in the next video.
Bye, everyone. Happy shopping.
Bye.